All right, folks, working on patty sausage this morning. This is this big hog hand and kill. This is some of the trimmings off of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim some of the fat off of it and I'm gonna save it. I mean, you can see how much fat is on these wild hogs. So I'm gonna save that fat, some of that fat. I'm gonna leave some of it on here because, like I said, I won't, we'll make patty sausage out of this. But cut it up where I can get it in the grinder. But I'm gonna cut this stuff up, grind it, make patty sausage out of this, and I'm gonna take that leftover fat that we got and mix it with the deer. Oh, my little niece, I'm hoping she'll kill a doe or something this afternoon, her first deer. And then I'm gonna mix all that fat in there with that and make patty sausage out of that. Most of the time, I'll grind it, and let me show you what I'm doing here. For every 25 pounds of meat, you mix a bag of that right there in there. But normally I'll grind it and then stuff it in casing and then put it in the smokehouse out there. But on this right here, I'm just gonna make patty sausage. You just thaw it out, fry it in the skillet, or brown it in the skillet, pour the grease off of it or the lard off of it, put you a dozen eggs in there with it, and cut up an onion or two maybe. It's fine, it's good eating. That's what I'm working on this morning though. But look at the fat. I mean, we got the fat. All that's fat right there. And that'll go in there with the deer. And it'll make that deer meat a whole lot better. Y'all hang in there, we're gonna get something done here pretty quick. Alright. So I got it all cut up, run it through the grinder, got it all ground up, left some of the fat on it. Got on the set of scales, weighed it, weighs out about 15 pounds. So what I'm gonna do is this does 25, so I'm just gonna guess at it. I'm gonna guess at it. Now, I know everybody's gonna say, what are you doing putting it in the sink? I have washed this sink 5 times. This sink is so clean right now. So what I'm gonna do, since I don't have a pot big enough to really mix this stuff up, I'm gonna mix it in the sink. Pour that extra blood out there. I don't need all that. All right. I just wanna, like I said, I'm just gonna guess at it. Well, I poured that everywhere. And just gonna sprinkle it around like that right there. Mix it up. Let's see, that'd be 10 pounds. I'm just gonna guess. Ooh, you talking about smelling good, folks. This right here is gonna be fine. I mean, fine. Oh, it's cold too. I mean, cold, cold, cold. Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more. All right. Yep. That ought to be close enough. Now, if he's going there and fry some up too, I got the skillet ready and everything, so I'll know for sure that it's right. Gonna mix it up good and mash it all the way through everything. Like I said, you need a big old bowl for this. Now if I was gonna stuff sausage, I'd mix all this up and then run it back through the grinder. Well, what I'd do, I would mix it, I would grind it the first time with a coarse, with a coarser blade, and then I'd go back with that finer blade and run it back through as I'm stuffing the sausage, in the casings. And I did a video on that, I don't know, last year, year before. Y'all can go back and check that out where I made some sausage and then smoked them in the smokehouse out there. I don't know, it may have been longer ago than that. get, the faster it goes. Boy, let me tell you. And then I got enough fat left over to do probably 2 more deer, do the same way. You know, mix that fat in and make more. Either patty sausage, breakfast sausage, whatever you call it, and or smoked sausage. Make sure you get it all the way through. Like making a big old pan of biscuit, mixing it up. If you want it a little hotter, you can add some red pepper to it or whatever you want. You're just gonna have to go trial and error on it to see what suits your fancy. Anyway, there it is. That would make a big. That right there would feed a couple folks, wouldn't it? Nothing to it, folks. Nothing to it. And I'll clean this back up again. Real good. Y'all just excuse the mess out here in this outdoor kitchen. Let me tell you, it's a mess. I'm ready to get some of that frying here in just a minute. I'm fixing to go in there and fry some of it and see what she tastes like. Make sure I don't need to add something else to it. But that's the best thing to do, is just go in there and fry you a little bit and say, okay, I need a little bit more, or, you know. It's going to be hard to get less, though, because I've already put it in there, unless I add more meat. Anyway, y'all hang in there. We're going to see what it tastes like. All right, folks, let's give it a go. Give it a little test run right here. What I want to do is probably put about, I don't know, I normally eat about 6 or 7 eggs every morning. I'll put 6 or 7 eggs in there with it. And then scramble those up real good, and then put some cheese on top of it. Oh, it's perfect. That's money right there. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Ooh, yeah. That's good, folks. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Appreciate y'all. I'm about to eat.